Ryan Embry here at the 2026 Hotel Data Conference here with STR President Amanda Hite. Amanda, great to see you again. Congratulations here. This is our first time at the Hotel Data Conference.
Thank you.
Record attendance was just announced. Welcome to the sweet spot. We're excited to be here. There was a ton of excitement that we just saw. Tell us a little bit about this event. And we were talking off camera about, did you ever expect it to be what it is right now?
Yes. We started it 18 years ago with a couple of hundred people, maybe.
Yeah.
The very first year. We've always had it in Nashville. This is our home base for the STR part of our business. We are, most of our employees are here that are in the U.S. So we started it with a way to connect with customers, and more importantly, like, we all have this curiosity about the data. You know, we're constantly analyzing, looking at trends in the industry, and we wanted to get people together to hear, what are you seeing, and let's talk about it.
Sure.
And that's really how this started. So I think it's, for me, my most proud part of this conference is the feeling that everyone has when they come in, of being really open and curious and wanting to learn from each other. So you get some really good dynamic conversations happening in the networking breaks and in the hallway.
Yeah, well, it's such an important time right now too, right? Because people are already starting, if you can believe it. Well, actually, probably you can, looking into 2027.
This is why we do Hotel Data Conference when we do it. It's budget season.
Brilliant, right? And you just got off stage, like I said. One of the fascinating pieces, like I said, we weren't here last year, but this is our first time. You said when you first stepped on stage, and you showed some of those original numbers. There was a little bit of a gasp in the audience.
Last year, yes.
Yeah.
So,
but this year, a little bit different story.
Yes, we had a much better forecast to reveal this year. Last year, at this time, was when we took the forecast down to reflect what was happening in the industry. And this year, we raised the forecast, not just for the rest of this year, but also for 2027.
So great to see, and a really cool inflection point. I made a note here, revenue for the first time outpacing expenses, right? What does that mean for the hotelier?
Yeah, so we finally see the pace of growth on the revenue side outpacing the expense growth. I mean, we're in a high inflationary environment. Expense growth is something that will continue and hoteliers are having to deal with. But to see that we're actually going to get some GOP gains, it's super helpful. I mean, the point I made this morning, though, is our margins are not growing.
Yeah.
So we've got some room to grow efficiencies and productivity within the hotels to try to get margins to grow at the same rate of GOP growth.
Yeah, it's challenging right now. And one of the things we're doing to combat, or CoStar is doing to combat that, bottom line data being added to the product. What's that mean for the hotel industry?
Yeah, so within STR Benchmark and the CoStar platform, we introduced at the end of the first quarter our profitability benchmarking. P&L is something STR has done for 30 years. We did it on an annual basis, and we introduced our monthly benchmarking back in 2020, literally as the world shut down.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe not the best timing, but of course now we're prepared in an environment like we are today, a very complex operating environment for our hoteliers. Yeah. Yes, we need to grow revenues, but we must make sure that that is flowing through to the bottom line and that our operators and owners are actually making money. And that's not been the case in many types of hotels and many markets around the country. So we're trying to make sure that we bring that visibility of not just the top line growth that we want to see for the industry, but the flow through all the way to the bottom line.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. And another thing that we're going to hear constantly about at this conference is AI, right? So, I guess the overarching question would be more of like, how are you incorporating AI into your products right now?
Yeah, this is when I'm so thankful that we are a part of the CoStar Group entity. If you follow our other brands, Homes and Apartments launched AI in their products earlier this year. So we're continuing to build off of that. We will have AI search in the CoStar product in the same way that you see in Apartments and Homes. But for STR Benchmark specifically, what we're thinking about is making sure that we're integrating AI into the product, not just sitting on top of the product, but like we we interact with the clients all the time on the analysis in the industry.
Sure.
So we want to bring that through AI into the product for our customers to use. So we love when they pick up the phone and call us and want to talk about data,
Right.
but we also want to make it easier for them to surface it within their portfolios in product. And so that's the path that we're going down to bring that intelligence in the product and analyzing and spotting the trends, knowing what to look at, or sometimes not look at,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes it's just as
point.
important
Yeah.
to say like, hey, I only have a limited amount of time. Where do I not need to spend time right now? And that can be tricky, especially when you're looking at a larger portfolio of trying to discern what makes the most sense to drive profitability for my business for me to spend time on right now.
100%. Yeah, those complexities and driving efficiency, so important right now, and turning that data into actionable insights.
Yes.
That's what, one of the promises of AI. So reason we're here at the Hotel Data Conference, thank you for taking the time. We'll let you get back. I know you're hosting almost 900 hoteliers here, so we'll let you get back to it, Amanda. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it.